work with the girls for the Girl Scouts. Before we get started, the wig that I'm wearing is Belle Tress's Rosa Ella in Peach Bellini. When I'm filming this right now, I'm not a retailer for Belle Tress, although in about a month or two I will be, so potentially when you're watching this, I am. I wanted to do this video. I know a lot of you are newer to my channel and also newer to like the wig world in general. So what I wanted to do is kind of go through like the main things I think that you should either know or start to get to know in order to start approaching wigs. These may not be in any particular order. I'm just sort of doing this off the cuff, but it's something that I feel like a lot of people ask and want to know. And like I said, I do have some new people. So just a little bit about me. I am a wig coach, a wig content creator reviewer. I have a channel called Tia Maria. Obviously you're here. That is my main channel, but I do have a second channel, which is Tia Maria Wigs LLC. And that's where I put the content related to my online boutique. So I do have an online wig boutique. I am an authorized retailer at this point of filming this video for 26 brands. And I sell a lot of live sales. My live sales are like the best because you get the best deals through my live sales. And I do my live sales on YouTube. I also have a private Facebook group, and there's a lot of deals that happen in my private Facebook group, Tia Maria's Wig Hangout. But the main reason for the group is really for everybody to connect and have a safe space and a community and to ask the questions that you want to know, like your new, your fears, your experiences, recommendations, all of that type of thing. So I will link all those below for you to be a part of. The first thing that I really think when you're starting out on wigs or you're new to wigs, please keep in mind that it's its own world. So there's all this like jargon and terminology. There is a learning curve. So don't get on yourself. When you get your first couple wigs, you may not really know like what you're doing. That is normal. Don't judge the wig experience from like your first couple times. It is going to take a little bit of time for you to figure out like what you need, what you want. So what I would suggest is starting to keep track of the wigs that you like, the colors that you like, the brands that you like, and also keep track of the things you don't like, because there can be so much information with the wigs that I think sometimes like we forget when we actually should avoid something, especially if it's something that we haven't experienced in quite a while. So keep a list of your likes and also your dislikes. That again would include your cap construction, length, fiber textures, whether it's heat safe or not. You know, start making a little list of all of those things. The other thing that I would like to say in terms of if you're new to wigs is there's a wonderful, wonderful community on both Facebook and YouTube. But wigs are just like makeup or clothes. You do need to probably watch a bunch of different people, maybe join a couple different groups, and just remember like not everybody's going to have the same level of expertise. Not everybody's going to have the same experience. Not everybody's going to have the same tastes or provide the same information in their videos. So maybe you're like frustrated because you're like, hey, you know, they don't even show like putting the wig on. They don't give the information that I need. Or like, I just say take it all with a grain of salt. Again, start listing down the people that you do connect with, that you do find helpful. My other advice is like when you're starting to get into these Facebook groups and things like that, these support groups, some people are very passionate and specific about what they think you should and shouldn't do with wigs. If you express being a newbie, you're going to get a ton of advice, but you also may get unsolicited advice. It's kind of like when you're pregnant and like everybody wants to tell you how to be a parent. Just keep in mind that that is a possibility. Again, take it with a grain of salt. And remember, this is your journey. If you feel uncomfortable, you know, you can leave a group, you can block people, like do whatever you need to do. Most people are coming to wigs either because of various health conditions, hair loss, you know, whatever the reason is. It's already like emotional, so you don't need to deal with any of that. The next thing that I would say is a lot of times buying online, when I'm filming this, it includes my online boutique. A lot of times there's like no refunds or exchanges, and so it can be hard, like a little bit of a trial and error. So Although I do think buying online is like your best bet in terms of different scenarios and pricing, because when you go into a boutique, a physical location, you know, they do have to mark it up based on, you know, paying their bills at that location, which is understandable. But what I would suggest is, like, join something like a live sale where you don't have to buy anything, but you're going to get an actual like view of what it looks like, ask questions, interact with my customers in general. If somebody is like, I'm not sure between this and this or that, like, I'll send them additional pictures, I'll send them videos. You know, I want them to be happy. I don't accept returns, so I want to make sure that they're happy with the purchase. So look for online boutiques and places like that. You can also maybe go into a physical place just to like get an idea. One caveat is that a lot of times physical boutiques will actually take out the labels of their wigs, so you may not know exactly the brand or the color, but you can get an idea of textures, lengths, cap constructions, that kind of stuff by going into a physical store. The next thing that I would say is that once you get into the wig world and the wig journey, it can be so fun. There are some tools, specific tools, especially when you're talking about synthetic. I only deal in synthetic, though I can sell human hair wigs, but I only deal in synthetic. You know, start out with the basics and get to know what you like or what you don't like, the way you style your wigs. Maybe the way you style or wear your wigs, you need 2 tools, and maybe the way you like to style your wigs, you need 10 tools. Start out with the basics, and the basics are going to be a detangling comb, a detangling wire wig brush for synthetics, and potentially some type of styling medium like Tresolore's Wig Wax formulated for synthetic fibers. Those definitely you need, and so I will link those below. You also potentially might really want a wig stand of some sort. Now, it doesn't have to be elaborate, but somewhere to put your wig in between wears, and also something to wash it with. I really love the Renee Parrish synthetic wig shampoo. There's also one from Tressolore that I like, one from Estetica. I really love the Renee Paris one. Oh, and a wig cap. You're going to want a wig cap as well. But those are just like the basics that you're going to need, and you can build on and add on from there. I'm going to be adding a bunch of different like kits on my website, and so I'll link all that stuff below. So, you know, the newbie kit, the, you know, this kit, that kit, I'll link that below for you so that you can sort of weed through what you might want to get to start. And the final thing is like, just be patient with yourself, have fun, because at the end of the day, whatever reason you're coming to wearing wigs, the wig life can be so fun. It's just so freeing. But if it takes you a little longer to get used to it, if it takes you a little longer to feel comfortable even going out of your house, that's okay. Everybody's journey is going to be different. And, you know, if you want to get the same wig in the same color and wear the same wig style so that people don't know you're wearing wigs, that's okay. Whatever you want to do. If there's no other message that I get out to you at all, whatever you're comfortable with is okay. And please message me down below. You can message me on Facebook, Instagram. I'm very responsive to comments. And, you know, lean on people who have been there before you. If you don't have anybody in your area, you know, join a wig group like mine or any other, and, you know, find like-minded people and kind of find your like wig tribe. So that's what I have for you. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And if you have, thank you so much. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye!